You guys, I bought something on Temu. If you know what this is, what does this look like? This is a Magpul Bipod clone. This has the M-lock. As you can tell by my demeanor, I don't want to call it an epic fail, but it is definitely a failure. So let me tell you a little bit about it. So when I first opened it up, man, I don't own any of the Magpul bipods. I have a Harris bipod that is on my 6.5 Creedmoor Remington 700 with the Magpul chassis on it. I have, if you watch the channel, I have another video that CV Life sent me, a Harris bipod knockoff that I haven't really tested yet. But I've seen these, I've held them, and man, when I opened it, I thought, I mean, that is a Magpul clone. I thought, and admittedly, that's why I bought it. I bought it to see. I mean, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I do buy some cheap stuff, but I also buy some expensive stuff. You know, I've got an AR 6.5 Grendel that's, you know, I got about $2,500 in it and another $800 in the scope. So sometimes I'm not one of the poors, but you know, I could have bought for when I built this rifle, I could have bought a Daniel Defense, you know, but I built it how I wanted it. It's a long way of saying I don't just buy cheap shit because I don't have any money. I bought it because I wanted to see if it was a good clone, if it was junk or what. So when you look at it, I mean, everything, the collar might be a little bit off compared to Magpul's. I mean, it looks like a Magpul bipod. I don't know if the legs come off of this one so you can swap out the spikes or anything like that. But I mean, it looks good. It's got your M-lock stuff. I mean, everything looks okay. Here's where we got in the bad part. So I tried to mount this on multiple rifles. Now, YouTube, Amazon, all those things, Facebook does not like watching you. They don't want us making videos of attaching parts to rifles. So I'm not going to be attaching this to a rifle. But if you know how this works, you know your rifle rail goes like this, and your rifle rail has a couple slots. So the first thing I tried this on was my 6.5 Grendel is Aero Precision handguard. So Aero makes decent stuff. I've had good, you know, all of it's been tolerance, everything, all of it's been good. You know, it's good stuff. Not high end stuff, but it's good stuff. So this is the first thing I tried to put it on. So here's what the problem was. I could get this one in one of the slots and this one in one of the slots. If I can move my big hands out of the way. The problem was, if you see this right here, this is too, what's the word I want to use? Long. This won't fit. So this piece here either needs to fit in the slot with this one, or it needs to fit in the slot with this one. It won't fit in either one. It's like sitting in between the holes in the rail. So when you go to put it on there, this wants to tighten up against the rail, and then this you can tighten it down, and it's almost like it's bowing it. Now, could I make that work? Sure, I can make that work. But I don't like the way it fits. And I thought, well, maybe the Aero handguard I got was different. A slim model, something, you know, I'm trying to think outside the box. So I grabbed another rifle, same thing. And then I was like, well, let me try one more. Grabbed another rifle, same thing. So this, you need this to fit in a slot, or this to fit in a slot, or this is pushing against the rail and these are tightening down in your slots where you go to where like it's bowing it. Like I said, if you don't tighten them up too much, it may not be a problem, but if you don't tighten them up enough, you know, you're going to have some play. So could probably take a Dremel some of this off, or, you know, a grinder or something. I think it was like $30 on Temu. I was going to send it back, and then I'm like, well, I can make it work on, you know, just one of my cheap rifles. I'm not going to put this on one of my high-end rifles. I'm going to put, you know, a Harris or, you know, something like that on it. Atlas, one of those. I hadn't decided yet. So we can make it work, but it's definitely not take it out of the box, mount it on a rifle, and it fit perfect. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's what I want to tell you about. Be careful when you're buying knockoff stuff. If you've watched the channel long enough, You've seen some of the knockoff knives I've got. Some of them look really close, some of them not so much. So just be careful when you spend your money. You know, with this, if you were someone that told me that you were on a budget and you didn't have $100 for a Harris, or $300 for an Atlas or whatever, I could not recommend you to buy this because it's not going to fit right. You're going to have to either do some work and Dremel it off or whatever. Now, to be fair to them, I do think that they had the swivel stud option that probably would have worked. This is the M-Lock version. They have the other one that hooks into the swivel stud. But then with that one, you have to buy an extra piece because you have to buy the M-Lock swivel stud to go on an AR rifle. I may get that one eventually and test it just to see the difference. But yeah, guys, I would maybe stay away from the M-Lock version of it. Or tell me, maybe I'm being stupid. Maybe this is supposed to fit that way. But I didn't like it. I didn't like how it looked. And I wasn't willing to put that on, one of my more expensive rifles like that. I bought this specifically in the desert camo because it would match, or not desert, but FDE, because my Grendel is in desert camo. And I thought, we'll try it. But again, it didn't work out, so we're going to have to do something different. I'm either going to modify it, maybe put it on another rifle, or, like I said, tell me in the comments if I'm being stupid. If it's fitting the way it's supposed to, and I'm just being naive about it, but I don't think so. I've had a couple of these, and M-Lock doesn't do that. So, yeah, if you like seeing more stuff like this in the future, I'm going to have some clone stuff. I'll have some real stuff, and maybe I can help you guys save a few bucks instead of buying some junk off of a Chinese website. So, hope to see you guys again soon.